80% of the Gazans, but most of them are just not brave enough to say the truth. That before the war, we had a very normal life. We used to I used to go to school. They used to go to work and to play a normal life. It wasn't the best. It wasn't that good, but at least we were safe. When the ceasefire finally happened, they started they started to look for the people that spoke against them. Literally all of them, anyone that if you said any word, anything about them, they were looking for you.
You're saying that meaning Hamas?
Yeah.
Live L'chaim's been around for a little more than 5 years, and I can honestly say we have never done an episode like this. I was on TikTok a year ago, and I saw this video from this girl from Palestine, from Gaza, and her name was Lama, and she was saying how bad Hamas is, how October 7th should have never happened. And her comments were filled with hatred from people saying, how dare you? You don't want to free Palestine. And of course, Lama fought back with saying I'm here now and I'm suffering because of what Hamas did. And Hamas are the bad guys here. So I've never heard, even in legacy media, anyone talk so clearly about what has been going on from the side of Gaza and how bad Hamas is, how they see how bad Hamas is, and how Hamas are the bad people over here. This is my conversation with Lama. Here we go. Lama, thank you so much for doing this. I know it's been a very hectic past few months, and just in general, the past few years has been a lot. So could you first introduce yourself? Tell us about yourself, about growing up and what your childhood was like.
So my name is Lama Dalul. I am 20 years old. I'm Palestinian. I was born in Gaza. I lived my whole life there. And then I managed to leave a month ago. It was the first time ever leaving it. And I'm so thankful. I'm so lucky that I managed to leave.
I'm curious if just a sentence of some context of childhood was like there. What, I don't know. Again, I've never been to Gaza. What was it like?
Okay, growing up in Gaza, which is you can say it's a bit hard for someone like me that has been feeling, honestly, I've been feeling my whole life that I'm not in the right place there. Let's just be honest, just being different, even when I was younger, when I was 10, 12, 11, I had a feeling that, bro, what am I doing here? What is this? I mean, okay, we had a normal life and everything was good before the war. It was a normal life. Some people were just walking work, studying, and family, love, and everything. And for me, okay, I was living my life, focusing on my studies, but at the same time, I could not ignore the feeling that I always had that I don't feel like I belong to this place. I mean, okay, being different sometimes is not easy. Even when it's a good thing, my culture, and the way I used to think is so different than how Gazans in general think.
Again, just to give context, so you grew up in a regular Muslim household. You're still practicing Muslim, right?
Yeah, an Arabic community.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
yeah.
Take me through October 7th, I guess, from your perception of that day and on.
Yeah, the day I wish that never came. Anyway, it's what I'm gonna tell you now. Just it's not coming out from me only. It's coming out from the whole 80% of the Gazans, but most of them are just not brave enough to say the truth. That before the war, we had a very normal life. We used to I used to go to school. They used to go to work and to play a normal life. It wasn't the best. It wasn't that good, but at least we were safe. At least it was we were dealing with everything as if okay. Especially that we dealt with other problems before the war. But let's not get into that because it's not my business. Political stuff that affected the people there, my people. You can say that Gaza was like normal place and a good, pretty place. And even the restaurants and then the cafe, like the modern ones, they started like to show in Gaza, and they like many new ones that I was planning to go like visit and didn't have the chance to. So like Gaza was like about to improve even like more. And for me, I was I had already graduated high school with a 97%, and high school there is like the most important year. Um, and 97% was like good enough for me to get a scholarship to study abroad, of course, because I was not planning to stay there. Because I already knew that I had no future there. There's no future for me there, no place for me there. And then I tried to the problem that I took so long to think like to decide what to think, what to study, and where exactly. I mean, I didn't know that I don't have much time to think. I didn't know that that day was coming. And then the year started, and I'm still in Gaza. I didn't apply for anything, like I didn't get out yet. And then I was still trying, but my mom, she was scared that I might miss the year. So she said, just apply in one of the universities here in Gaza till you find the best one like abroad, and then you leave. Just like don't miss the year. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna apply here. I wanted to study translation, English Arabic translation. And yes, I applied, and it was not a scholarship. I paid the fees and like everything. I got the books, and actually I was feeling like so excited, even though I was in Gaza. But I mean, I was forced to stay. Like like I took so long, and I know, but at the end, like I have to study anywhere. And then I got super excited, and I met friends there. Like just like the few days, it was just like the first week, and we were planning to go like to do so many cool stuff together, and like you know how like university life. And then that day came, and we never seen each other like after. And yeah, everything just like flipped in 1 second because of what happened that I just can't find any reason for that to happen. Like why? And then yeah, because like since that day, and okay, when we saw the news, when we saw everything, and like the other people that had no idea about what's coming, they were just cheering. But me and my family and the normal people that think normally, we knew that all that was coming. Like that there has to be a reaction for that. Like that wasn't like what were they thinking? Like why did they do that? And all we had to do is just to pray for anything to happen to stop it before even it gets worse. But um, prayer did not work, um, and happened what happened. Um, and I tried, I tried so hard to stay silent and not to talk about it, and like to tell my opinions about it, and for my safety, of course. But then I couldn't. I mean, like, no, I have to speak. Then when I spoke on TikTok, I got attacked when I told the truth. And guess what? I got attacked from people that are not living what I was living there. Well, they were not living what they're not seeing or living what we were seeing and living there. And then they're just attacking. Like why? Why are you guys defending them? You're not living under their control. You're not being under their like you're not paying the prices for their stupid actions. It was just us, and we know them. Like we know them better than the people outside. They just like cheering and like you know. Um, and then I didn't delete them first, the videos, but then when after 2 years, when the ceasefire finally happened, um, they started like to you know started to look for the people that spoke against them. Literally all of them, like anyone that if you said any word, anything about them, they were like looking for you.
You're saying that meaning Hamas.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And for someone like me, I mean, like, yeah, I didn't say anything wrong. And I was hoping like to find a way to manage to get out of there. It's like, I don't have to worry about them, like about like hurting me, getting hurt from them. And I then I didn't leave, and there's a ceasefire, and like, what? They're still here. They're not finished yet. I mean, okay. And then you saw the videos, the terrible videos, the way they were like finishing all the people that were talking about them. And I mean, I was talking about them. I was not talking about them. I was just like telling my opinions. I was just being honest with myself, with my followers, that they don't know about anything here. And I had to delete the videos because it's not just I was like worried. It's also I got attacked. I mean, I got threatened a lot. And guess what? It all came from Arab people, like Arabs and like people that were like cheering for them. After I had to delete the videos, I was also attacked for supporting peace, for calling for peace, and for being nice to Jewish people on my comments. You know, and I don't say anything wrong. I just I had my TikTok, my Instagram, my social media, just like to spend some time on it because like I had nothing to do there when it was the war. Nothing. Just like to wait for the next day to come. So it was a good idea for me like to open TikTok and to talk to people and like try to avoid the reality I was like living in, but I couldn't. I can't ignore it. And I had followers from everywhere. Arab, Muslims, Jewish, Christian. Like I didn't care. We're all human for me. And some nice Jewish people used to leave nice comments on my videos. And when I used to interact with them, I like them at least. No, just like the comments. Like I don't care if it's like a Jew, like or a Muslim. It's just a nice comment, nice person wishing me wishing me safety. Why would I be like against that? Why would I like have a beef with that person, whoever? And I was also attacked for that, calling me an operator and like trader, whatever, just for being nice to Jewish people. And then I had to stop, to stop posting. You know, it was like so irritating that why? And if you see the people that used to support me there, and still most of them are like, they call them my enemies. You know, like if you had if you look at the comments, just like Jewish people, okay, so what? And the people who used to attack me, like and sending me messages, threatening me, they're Arabs. You know, that's and like another clear reason for me why I never like felt comfortable in Gaza, and I never felt that I belonged to that place.
No, you're. First of all, I'm so sorry you had to go through all of this from just your entire life, and then just since October 7th, and then specifically the turmoil and the hate and the attacks and the threats that you got. I can't even imagine it. Something that I saw, I remember watching these TikToks, and it was so ironic because you had these, I don't know where they're from, but to me it was like these college American kids, and they were like screaming at you, like you're not freeing Palestine, and you're a
free
traitor.
Me, bro. What about me? Free Palestine. You keep saying free Palestine. Free me. Like I want to be free before Palestine. Like okay, free Palestine. Bro, free me. Free me. Free Gaza first. And the people that were controlling it.
It's crazy, but like it's so like, what do you think the mindset is behind the people, let's say in America, who are so twisted to like see you and then go against you because they're like, and you're literally the one who's suffering there. So
yeah, I don't get it. Like how they have the courage like to comment the negative comments that they comment, and like, or to even speak when they know that we are the people who should speak. Like we're the ones that living it, and we're like, we know the truth. We're not lying. Why would we lie? We know the truth. If you want to know about if you want to know about something, ask the people that are living there. Like, you want to know what's happening in Gaza, go ask go ask me, for example. I'm in Gaza and I'm living everything. I see everything. Ask me. Don't just go to see random posts and newspaper. If you really care to know what's happening there, not you just want to attack, then be ready to accept the truth, from the people that are living there. Don't just listen. People just listen to whatever they want to listen. And if they don't like it, they just attack. And I don't care. At first, it was irritating, but then, nah, man, I don't care. Get off. I used to block. I don't want headache. I mean, you want to know the truth? Know it. You don't want to know? Just don't attack. Don't say anything. Stay silent. Shut up. If you don't want to say anything good, then shut up. It's not. Yep. It's like that.
That's fair. We're going to be right back. But first, healthcare is one of the biggest expenses for families today. More and more people in our community are looking for smarter, responsible ways to bring that cost down. One option many families are already using is United Refua Healthshare. It's a healthshare model that can be far more affordable than traditional healthcare. And people are saving thousands each year, sometimes tens of thousands. And that is real money staying in your pocket for tuition, for simchos, and things that matter most. And this is not hype. Families are calling, signing up, and seeing the difference. If there is a legitimate way to reduce the burden, it is worth learning about. You can check it out at unitedrefuahs.org. Now back to my conversation with Lama. A lot of people were saying, from the outside, people who are not in Gaza, that, there was at a certain point so many Israeli hostages, and everyone's saying okay, just simply, return them or the people in Gaza.
Yes, and stop the war. Yes, just return them and stop it. Just finish it. Just finish it. They didn't want that. I mean, they could. I mean, the first month they had a deal to return the hostages. There was not much people killed that time. Just if they accepted it and they returned the hostages, and they would avoid so much loss. Now it's 80,000 people that were killed. They wanted that to happen. I guess they were enjoying, especially that they were not living with us. They were not even in the whole country, but they're just speaking for us, negotiating for us. Yeah, they were not even there in Gaza. If they were there, if they saw what we saw, they left a bet. Just a few days of what we left, they would have just stopped that. Bro, why did you bring the hostages? You think that you're gonna free Palestine, you're gonna free Jerusalem or whatever? I saw the videos. Okay, I don't care their IDF or their. I saw old women too. I saw kids. I saw a young girl with her dog. They were just I might get attacked again right now. But okay, look at it just some Jewish people. They were partying. They were just being so happy. They're celebrating whatever, and then suddenly you guys go you just go with your weapons and kidnap them and kill them. Is that how you free Palestine? Is that how you is that resistance? Is that how you guys defend us? We were just having a normal life. I mean, if they could just mention anything, give us hint that they were gonna do that, let us just leave. So we don't have to pay the price for their action. Why?
Growing up, what were you taught about Israel at large? What were you told about Jewish people?
When I was young, in grade 1, 2, 3, third grade, I was not focused with that thing. I don't remember that I've ever heard anyone talking about it in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
But then after when I grew up, some people the very strict people at school and outside, they used to say that they call them Yahud. They don't say Israel. They don't say, okay, there's Israel, the Jewish people, the civilians, but there these are to call everyone there the Jewish people. Okay, the Jewish people. Um, but for me, and then I know there's like a lot of political issues, and but in the same time, I know that um, okay, here we have good bad people. Like in Gaza, we have bad people, and we also have good people, and so there's in Israel. Like, okay, there's like bad people, and also there's good people. Why you guys like? Um, they're not all bad. I mean, they have like civilians like us, and like they have nothing to do with the war. Like for example, or well, like the political issues. They have kids. Like the kids, they're like didn't do anything. I mean, did they know anything? Just like the kids of Gaza. Like, did they think or like did they have any idea of what was coming? And also, I hate it when they like call them the Jewish people. I mean, stop using like it's not about religion. Stop like using the religion with everything. The Jewish people. What do you mean, like the Jewish people? Like it, being Jewish. I mean, our like if you're a real Muslim, you won't just like anyone or like attack anyone just for being Jewish. Jewish. Like our Quran tells us to respect and to love Jewish people and other people. Like it's not about religion because we all like for me we're all humans. Like
Powerful part of this episode is coming up. But first, Ozempic, that is so yesterday. And honestly, we're not even sure everything behind it, all the science. Now, being in shape is important. And sometimes medically, people need extra help. That can be a fitness coach, meal prepping, or natural vitamins. The hottest weight loss trend people are talking about right now is berberine. Some even call it nature's Ozempic. Yes, nature. Thousands are turning to it as a natural option and seeing real results. Berberine is known for helping curb cravings and support healthy metabolism, making it a popular choice for people focused on weight balance without injections. But here's the thing, not all berberine is created equal. Zahler berberine features a clinically evaluated Berbevis formula designed for better absorption, giving it an edge over many standard berberine brands. And of course, Zahler is an awesome brand. If you're looking for smart, science-backed support, Zahler stands out. Right now, you can get 15% off Zahler berberine or any Zahler product at Zahler.com. That's ZAHLER.com using code word INSPIRE. You get 15% off. And of course, you can find the Zahler products on Amazon or your kosher health food stores everywhere. Also, I want to mention that the worlds of vitamins and pill, like it could be very confusing and you don't really know who to ask. Well, Zahler has this amazing WhatsApp, very easy to use messaging platform. Obviously, they have a status also, so you can check it out. But literally, if you have a question and you're like, oh, I'm this weight, or I took this and could I take that? They could answer. They have professionals answering these questions. You could send them a WhatsApp at 718-374-6515. Of course, you can follow in on their status. You can see all their giveaways and what they have. Definitely check it out. And if you have any questions, just send them a WhatsApp. They're great. And yeah, go ahead, test it out. Maybe this is the right thing for you. Now, hiring locally can be costly with hourly rates often ranging from $20 to $50, not to mention the difficulty of finding someone skilled and immediately available. But what if there was a smarter, more affordable option? Meet Hiring for Less, the ultimate solution for hiring dedicated full-time remote employees from overseas for just $7 an hour or $280 a week. Imagine a 9-to-5 employee in your time zone, fluent in English and experienced in exactly what you need. Hiring for Less has successfully connected employees with talented professionals in fields such as customer service, real estate, bookkeeping, data entry, cold calling, photo and video editing, architectural design, e-com support, personal assistance. There's so much. And so many more specialized roles. Hiring for Less doesn't stop at recruitment. They also help you with training and best practices to seamlessly integrate your new employee into your team. Plus, no contracts, hidden fees, or upfront costs. Just unbeatable value at $7 an hour. Special offer, you'll mention Living L'Chaim to get your first week at 50% off. Yes, 50% off. Call, text, or WhatsApp 845-682-0990. Or, of course, visit hiringforless.com today to get started. Now back to my conversation with Lama. What you're saying resonates so much because, like you're saying, there's in any community, any religion, any place, there's always bad people and very often many good people. And it's funny from our perspective, I think sometimes the bad seeds in either side is like saying, like from your end, that you're being told like sometimes that like, oh, the Jewish people sometimes like they want to kill you. And like from our perspective, at least from I'm just talking from me, like that's not a thing. Like Muslims, you do your thing. Christians, you do your thing. Like we just want to serve God in our way. You serve God in your way.
yeah, at the end of the day, we all worship the same God. We all worship, but the difference and like the way we worship, it's not my business. Like I worship my God the way I need to. The Muslim, the Jewish people, the Christians, all of them.
For you, emotionally and even spiritually, what was it like finally getting out of Gaza?
The day I already said that, the day I'm gonna leave Gaza will be the happiest day ever. And thankfully, I left Gaza. But emotionally, I've been trying like even before the war, but like I worked even harder doing the work to find any way out, just like to get out of there. Because I mean, like I already had like a deep feeling that I don't belong there. I don't find any reason for me to be there. And then after the war, like okay, then why am I here? Why am I still here? What am I doing here? So I was like, I was not um I was like focusing all the time on trying to find any way out, trying to reach out like people who hi people, anyone like associations, anyone who can help. And especially after they closing the borders is not something, then not anyone can leave. Only the people that they have like family ties abroad and people with different nationalities. And I think some students managed to leave. And I was like, okay, I mean, like, um, I am a student, right? And I must study. I must do something for my future. I must get out. Like instead of just spending my life trying to survive, I must be doing something right now. Like my other friends that were like from other countries, and it was so hard. And a lot of people tried to help. And but what actually helped me more is that my TikTok page, like when I started like to post there, first of all, it was the obstacle. The only one it was the money. Cause like before the war, when we wanted to travel, we used to pay like only $300 just like to cross the border and to go to Egypt. Okay, and then when the war started, it became at least $5,000
Wow.
and $7,000 and even 10. And for someone like me, okay, my family first they didn't want to leave. So okay, you don't want to leave. Okay, then stay. I'm gonna leave. But for someone like me, like I don't worry. I don't have a job. I don't. I was broke. I mean, how am I gonna get the $5,000 for me just like to go to Egypt? And I have friends that I mean, okay, I already saw people posting there and making the campaign and the GoFundMe thing, but I never seen myself like asking for help just like that. And it was so hard for me. I was so reluctant, but then I had friends that they really like encouraged me and they and they helped me, like they supported me with that. I mean, like, yeah, you gotta do it. You had no choice. And yep. And they helped me creating like a GoFundMe account. And I they were American, by the way, not Arabs. Arabs did not help. Um, Also, I started to like, yeah, I think I had to do it. I started to post videos and to talk to people and to explain to them why I need help, like why I had to do that and what I'm looking for exactly. And some understood. Some people they were just like, just attacking. You want to leave your homeland? You want to leave, bro? Come and live in my homeland. If you love my homeland that much, come and live in. Like I dare you to come and just like survive 24 hours in my homeland. Like why would someone be like deadly serious about leaving their country? And then I raised enough to travel, and then the borders closed. So
Mm.
now like nobody can. So money's not gonna do anything for me. But also at the same time, like the situation there was not bearable, and especially like with the food, with the water, and like with other stuff that's like necessary daily stuff. And I am a mother of like 7 babies, 7 cats there, and I was like the one that takes care of them, and I'm still. So like I had to spend the money. like on them, on my family, on myself. And then yeah, but like everything was so expensive. If even you find whatever you're looking for, and for me, I was only looking for cat food all the time. You can see like my TikTok is full of like my cats. And then I did not give up, even though it was so hard. Sometimes I feel like this close to just give up and like leave the whole thing. But then I had friends that were like supporting me, and my husband, he was with me all the time. He was like also, it was not just me. He was like working like all the time, trying to find me in a way out. It was so complicated that I don't think if anyone was in my place would like uh stand like for that long. But thank God I managed to leave. But for my safety, for my peace of mind, I don't feel comfortable to share like where I am. I really wanted like to get out and like not to worry about anything and like to vlog. I became like a TikToker, and I have followers, and like I want to like take cute videos, like some positive ones, like not like the ones that I used to take when I was in Gaza, like the sad, the depressing ones. But then no, but at least I'm safe. Alhamdulillah. At least like I'm in like I'm safe. Yes, I'm not in Gaza anymore. Even though I can't like just ignore that I have people still there. I have my cats there that I unfortunately couldn't take with me because like I didn't want to risk them. It wasn't easy. Um and yeah, and here I'm still like on TikTok, on like social media, but at the same time, like I want to focus also on healing, physically and mentally, and also on my studying. Because like I already missed 2 years for no reason. I think it's 3 years now. But yeah, I want to rescue what's left of my future. And yep.
Is there any plans or ideas for you to go back to Gaza, or like you would go back if only X, Y, and Z is the case?
I want to show you one reason. I really, even though I know like it was so hard for me to get out of there, and I said I'm never coming back to Gaza. But and then you have to see the reason why I really tried. Like it's something like it was a battle between me and myself. Why I tried to go there. Which is they're my babies. Okay, and this is my baby Panda. First of all, Panda is a girl, but I'm treating it as a boy because first I thought it was a boy. Okay, and he was the closest to my heart. He was all the time sleeping with me. I like okay, they were all special to me, but this one was like the most. And then when I left, he he got sick, like mentally he couldn't survive. And even though I tried so hard to get him out with me, but it was so hard, especially with the vaccinations, with the medicine, like for the pets. And no way I would risk him. No, so like I had to leave it with my mom to take care of them, like with his family. But I knew that he wouldn't survive without me. 'Cause, like it's like it's mentally, and he got sick first of all, and then I was like in contact with my mom all the time. I called like so many doctors to go and see him, and all of them said that he's physically all right. He's like so good, but it's just mentally that he's feeling sad. He's like missing someone, and yeah, I knew. And then he couldn't make it, and he passed away last week, I think, or like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. But when I knew, first they don't want to tell me for like so I don't like do anything stupid. They told me like days later. But for someone like me, who like my cats were literally everything to me. My cat like they're I would die for them. I would kill for them. Especially this one that I'm not gonna say that died because of me, but it just happened. Like I tried my best to take him with me, but didn't work. And then yep, went to another place, like to a better place, hopefully in heaven. But yeah, that was a reason for me, like to go back there to just hug him, and like I didn't want to even him like to be buried there in Gaza because like Gaza is like it's still a nightmare. But at least his soul is not there.
I am so sorry, and I think it's important that you're sharing this because you're a normal regular person who's had to leave and you had a life there and you had connections and you had but I'm glad you mentioned you're connected with your mother and I hope
absolutely
you're still able to communicate with your family.
But like any other reason I would go there, no. Like the only reason is like to go for my family, and like there's no way, no. I don't want to even like I'm trying to forget about everything that happened to me there, everything I left there. I'm like I'm starting a new life. I was like I'm trying to be like a newborn baby, like having like a new normal life. But still, you can't forget, you can't ignore that because I have family there. I have people. I have a reason for me not to ignore that.
That makes a lot of sense. I want to end off with this question. For someone who you're a girl who a young woman who grew up in Gaza. You got out. What would your message? This is your platform right now. What is your message to the entire world?
To the entire world, to please not to attack or leave any negative comments to anyone that you guys are seeing that's suffering, no matter what, no matter why, no matter what like they're going through. Just please be kind. Just be kind to them because you don't know what they're going through. Like they're trying to explain, but you're not living what they're living. Like I'm telling this based on like what I saw, what I've dealt with, and just be kind, be sweet with everyone, Doesn't matter their religion or like who they are, where they come from. Just be nice, just be kind to them. Life is easy, life is beautiful. I don't know what to say, but like, like the world needs like, the world does not need me I mean, the world needs like a new update, like a better one, the whole world.
Well, God willing, inshallah, Amir Tashem, things should be better. Should be better, and we wish you just a happy life, a safe life, just all the goodness. I can't fathom what you've been through, and also I can't even imagine the courage that it took for you to even make that TikTok account and talk out and to even do this interview. To be able to carry on, it takes a lot of strength. You are an inspiration for the nation, and keep on doing what you're doing. It's holy work, and we wish you all the best.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be in this podcast, and I really wish that the day where like with real peace, where we won't hear anything about like the Jewish people, the Muslim people, the any people, where the day when we finally like believe in peace and in love, in kindness, and try like to forget about and not mix the political issues with the religion, because this is something and that is something else, and it's not an easy thing. And I wonder how people can like do it, but like how to like attack people for their religion. I hope, people can understand that it's about peace and love and kindness, and that's how life should go. Like,
amen. Thank you so much, Lama.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jack.
Thank you so much for watching. This conversation matters because Lama chose to be courageous. She is a Palestinian young woman who spoke out against Hamas and made it clear she never wanted Israel civilians harmed. She chose compassion over hatred and honesty over pressure. And instead of support, she faced backlash from universities around the world and so many evil people on TikTok, places that claim to value open dialogue. She kept going anyway, and that takes strength. We also cannot ignore the reality of what set the world on fire. October 7th, it was horrific. The rise in antisemitism that followed has been frightening and honestly painful. And at the same time, the conditions Lama and her family lived under in Gaza under Hamas was terrible, shaped by a regime that brought suffering to its own people. Acknowledging all of this does not mean pretending there are no bad actors in the world. What this simply means that recognizing something deeper. Not all of us hate each other. Not everyone wants war, and not everyone wants violence. In a world that pushes people into categories, Lama stepped out and reminded us that human beings are more complex than headlines. Jews and Muslims share so many values: family, faith, purpose, one God, a belief in something greater than ourselves. In fact, after this conversation, we were waiting for the episode to upload, I got to speak to Lama and her partner, and we were speaking about religion, and they were actually fasting at the time that we were doing this. There was a lot more in common than I personally realized. And when we recognize what we have in common, the walls begin to fall. And I need to point out, there's something powerful about the fact that a Jewish podcast is the one giving space to a Palestinian voice. It should be normal. It's not, but maybe that's exactly why it matters. And when the world is shouting, a calm and honest conversation becomes an act of hope. And Lama's story shows that hope comes from people willing to stand for what's right, even when it costs them. People who see the humanity across the divide. People who refuse to give in to the hate. So here's the question we are left with. If the voices like hers exist, if there are people this level-headed on both sides, is peace actually possible? Let us know in the comments below. Remember, inspiration's everywhere. L'chaim.
Living L'chaim.